Hey guys, Dan the RBRT Guy back with you again. Thank you so much for coming back this week and checking out the new video. So this time guys, once again, your comments have come through and great suggestions. Really appreciate them. Please keep them coming. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, we did a video on a caliper with some stripped out bolts and some stripped out bleeder screws a fella named Jimmy wrote into me about. He commented and said, thank you very much for the suggestion. Now, Randy Duncan, who's been a follower for a long time, a viewer for a long time, chimed in and said, hey, Dan, what happens when we break the bleeder screw off? Well, that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to use a socket extractor, pound down on that, and I'm going to use a torque wrench, and I'm going to snap that bleeder screw off, and we'll see how much torque it took to do it. And then we'll use one of my RBRT extractors to pound in and remove that broken piece of bleeder screw. Because, guys, you know, an extractor only has one job, and that's to bite. You've heard me say it before. So let's go ahead and get set up on the bench vise and get at it. All right, guys, let's start by pounding our socket extractor down on there. Now, I've got the torque wrench set at 70 foot-pounds. I don't think I'm going to need all that to shear that bleeder screw off. We're going to use the dual drive, so we're using a 1/2-inch torque wrench. The dual drive on our socket extractors is just great. You can use different sizes to drive it if you don't want to use the anvil size. In this situation, we couldn't use a 1/4-inch drive ratchet, so that dual drive works out real well. Anyway, let's go ahead and shear that off. And we'll keep turning until she breaks. And she broke off at 50 foot-pounds, 50.1. Have a look at that. 50.1. And she broke off flush. So that's great. Now we know that at 50 foot-pounds, that's quite a bit of torque, probably considerably more than would be on a regular bleeder screw to get that out. So choosing the right size of extractor here is super important, right? If you choose one that's too small, like maybe this 3, that extractor may not be able to withstand 50 foot-pounds of torque before it snaps. And the last thing you want to do, guys, is snap that extractor off in whatever you're trying to take out, whether it's a bleeder screw, broken bolt, or what have you. Obviously, you exponentially make things more difficult. So extraction, you know, an extractor sizing choice is super important. So as I have a look, this is a number 3, and as I have a look, a number 3 actually fits really, really well, but I say to myself, can I put 50 foot-pounds on a number 3 and not have it break? I'm not so sure. I mean, that's probably pretty borderline. That's probably pretty close. As crazy as we are in today's world with foot-pounds and breakaway torque and all of the stuff that really means next to nothing, are you able to get it out or not? 50 foot-pounds is not a little bit of torque. So I think that I'm going to look at a number 4. And as I set that down in there, I can see that not only will a number 4 be much stronger than a number 3, obviously, but I have plenty of room and material around left to be able to fit that number 4. Now, a lot of guys will tell you start small, and that's absolutely true. I mean, if a number 3 can get it done, why remove more material and use a number 4? I absolutely agree with that. You know, the FOR extractor is really great for that idea, because if you smash it down in there and you start to extract and it's not coming out and you're afraid you'll break it, you can use the collar to pull that out of there, right? So the FOR extractor is super handy for that kind of thing. You know, we've made these extractors so that if you got to get down into a tight spot, or maybe there's access is restricted because of that collar, we've made them without the collar. Same great head design. Whether you're working with the FOR, the non-FOR, or the extra long ones, if you need some serious reach, if you have plenty of room, the 4-piece long ones are great for that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and choose a number 4, because I'm confident a number 4 can withstand 50 foot-pounds. And I absolutely have enough material in there. Once I've drilled my hole, we should be fine. Now, the cool thing about this broken bleeder screw is because we know that it's hollow, it's center, right? There's a hole in the middle, and I've got a great pilot hole. So let's go ahead and drill a hole. And it's pretty centered as well, which is great. All right. Now, clear away your shavings. There we go. Now we've got a really nice looking centered hole. We've got plenty of material left in the object we're removing. I think a number 4 was the right ticket. So let's go ahead and pound in our number 4. Now we know we're working with 50 foot-pounds. That's a pretty bit of torque. So I've got a breaker bar here. And let's just see if we can get her out. Slowly but surely start to apply torque, and oh yeah, out she comes. Look at that. A little bit more. There we go. And we have a successful extraction. That worked out real well. Now, the reason I use the non-FOR is so that you can see that regardless of the RBRT extractor that you choose for the job, that head design is the great straight cut, curve to the left, fluted to the left so that it pulls that pressure inward. Best design on the planet for an extractor. And the RBRT got it done. You know, as you guys probably know, if you've been doing this for any length of time, extracting broken bolts truly gets better as you get better, as you gain experience. And it's not something that a first-year technician wants to drill a hole and smash in, because if you break it, or things can go south in a hurry, you know. But certainly, unlike the fluted tapered extractor, the RBRT straight cut is not a pound and pray situation. You know, you drill a good hole, you got a good center hole, you got enough mass left to whatever you're trying to extract. The RBRT extractor truly is your best fighting chance of getting it out without slippage and without chewing the center of that hole out worse, like a lot of those tapered extractors will do. So that was just a really great idea from Randy. Thank you, Randy, very much for the idea of a good video. You know what, guys, I got to tell you, I've been saying it for a little while now. RBRT broken bolt extractors are the best extractors on the planet. Check them out on your local MacMan's truck, or go on MacTools.com and you can buy them right on the website. They are lifetime guaranteed, and they are MacTools exclusive. So guys, that was a pretty cool little video. You know, I love extracted stuff, and sometimes it doesn't always go that easy, I gotta tell you. But in the world of extraction, I think RBRT is the top. So do me a favor, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. We're really seeing some growth. And be sure to hit that notification bell so you get an alert when the next RBRT Guy video comes right at you. I'm Dan, the RBRT Guy. We'll see you next time. Thanks very much.